images. Every worker froze. The man she spoke to, Daniel, tightened his grip on the rusted handle of his old red toolbox. His heart raced. He'd spent years hiding that logo, images, carefully covering it with tape. But today, the rain had washed it clean, revealing the truth beneath. The CEO stepped out. Elena Hayes, the youngest billionaire CEO in the city, images. Her company's name, Hayes Industries, gleamed on her umbrella. And now, that same name gleamed on Daniel's worn-out toolbox. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The crew whispered, images. Watching. Daniel finally said quietly, because I built that logo before you ever owned it. And that's when everything changed. Daniel's story began long before that rainy morning. Images. Once, he wasn't just a construction worker. He was a gifted engineer and designer at Hayes Industries, one of the minds who helped design the company's first robotic arm, images, the project that skyrocketed the brand to fame. But that was 5 years ago, before tragedy struck. He had a wife, Mia, and a little daughter, Lily. His whole world. Then one night, images, a drunk driver hit their car. Mia didn't survive. Lily was left in the hospital for months. The company offered sympathy at first, but when Daniel took too long to return, images, they replaced him without notice. Fired by email, no severance, no help. Left with medical bills and a grieving child, Daniel did what he could. He started fixing machines, images, doing small electrical jobs, whatever kept food on the table. He carried that same red toolbox everywhere. The one with the Hayes logo he once wore with pride. Now, images. It was a reminder of everything he lost. Every night, after putting Lily to sleep, Daniel worked on side projects. He dreamed of creating something new, something better, images. A tool that could make small builders work easier. He didn't have investors or backing, just scraps, late nights, and pure determination. And yet, images, his design, the smart multi-tool system he built from salvaged parts, started gaining attention from local mechanics. He never expected it would reach Hayes Industries. Until that day, images. Elena stood in the rain, inspecting the logo on his toolbox. Her company's lawyers had been dealing with cases of counterfeit equipment recently, images, and she'd come personally to inspect one of the sites accused of using unauthorized tools. But this wasn't what she expected. "Are you saying you worked for Hayes Industries?" she asked. Daniel nodded. "Before I was fired." Her eyes narrowed. "If that's true, why use our name, images? Why put it on your tools?" He smiled sadly. "Because I didn't steal it. I built it. That toolbox, every line, every bolt, images, every design, it's from the original model I helped create before your company rebranded. I still have the prototype." The rain quieted to a soft drizzle, images. She could hear the conviction in his voice. The workers looked on, some whispering, some stunned. He opened the box and revealed something unexpected. A sleek device, part tool, images part innovation, engraved with the words "for Lily." "This is what I've been working on," he said softly. "Something simple, affordable, for small builders, single dads, images, and dreamers who can't afford your machines. It's not a copy, it's my design." For the first time, Elena didn't know what to say. Later that day, after most of the workers had gone home, Elena found Daniel sitting alone under a shed, eating from a small lunchbox. She sat down beside him, quietly. "I looked into your file," she said. "Images. You really were part of the team that built our first robotic arm. You were one of the best." Daniel didn't look up. "Was. That part of my life's over." She paused, studying him. "Images. You know, I used to think people like you, workers on the ground, were just replaceable numbers. My father built the company that way. But seeing you today, you made me realize something." He finally turned toward her. "You carried a logo that fired you," she continued, her voice softer now. "Images. And instead of hating it, you built something new with it. That takes strength I can't buy." Daniel smiled faintly. "I didn't build it for recognition. Just for my daughter. Images. She's sick again, and I need to pay for her surgery." Elena's expression shifted instantly. She looked at the little picture taped inside his toolbox. Lily smiling with missing teeth, images, holding a wrench. "How much do you need?" she asked. Daniel shook his head. "You've already helped enough by listening." But Elena wasn't the kind to walk away. 2 weeks later, images. Daniel was invited to Hayes headquarters. Nervous, He entered the massive glass building, his first time back in 5 years. On the main screen in the lobby, his invention, the multi-tool system, was displayed under a new campaign, Rebuilding Together Innovation for Everyone. His name was on it. He turned to see Alina walking toward him. Images. "You built this company's foundation once," she said. "Now, I want you to build its future. We're relaunching under your design, your idea. And 50% of the profits go to your foundation." "Foundation," he echoed, stunned. "For Lily?" she said with a smile. Images. "So no parent like you ever has to choose between their child and their dream again." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. He couldn't speak, couldn't believe what he was hearing. Images. In the corner of the lobby, a small girl's voice broke through the silence. "Daddy!" Lily, walking carefully on her recovering legs, ran into his arms. The workers clapped. Images. Employees watched, and even Alina wiped a tear. Sometimes, fate doesn't forget the ones who keep building even when everything falls apart. And that's how a single dad, Images, with nothing but an old toolbox and a broken past, rebuilt not just his life, but a legacy. Because when the CEO asked, "Images, why's my company logo on your toolbox?" she never expected the answer to rebuild her company's heart.